Well, now we're going to move on with the next display item. Yet again, another highlight. Nearly every display is a highlight, but this is one special to all of us. From our very own Royal Air Force, this will be a display, a very special display by the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight. And to tell you all about it, his Flying Officer, Adam Dyer.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As well as the displays you're about to watch today, the BBMF conducts flight pasts at all events over the country, from villages, fetes to state occasions, just short of 1,000 events each year. By the end of 1944, the Dakota helped evacuate just over 1,000 stretcher cases and 467 wounded personnel back to England. So, ladies and gentlemen, get your cameras ready for the first of the passes of the new Trenchard display formation for 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, get your cameras ready as you see the fighters coming for a crowd centre arrival. Disco, as he's formerly known, will take over as the boss after this display season. He's been a display pilot before on the Tucano and flew the Jaguar for almost 10 years. Recently, he's been the Deputy Officer Commanding Elementary Flying Training based at RAF Cranwell. Up in front is the newest member of our flight, beginning his first season this year, Squadron Leader Mark Sugden, or Suggs. He was previously posted to Valley in 2007 on instructional duties on the Hawk T1, and then in 2010 he was chosen as one of the pilots to stand up the new Hawk T2. In 2013, he was posted to Typhoon, where he's seen operational tours in Syria and Iraq. This has equipped him massively well to be able to fly the Hurricane at such a low level for this display. Ladies and gentlemen, the famous victory roll from the fighters. And now, as we'll see, a crowd right arrival. Get your cameras ready as we see the Dakota and the Lancaster in the line of stern formation coming at D1. The Lancaster today is flown by Flight Lieutenant Tim Dunlop with the co-pilot Flight Lieutenant Neil Farrell, or Faz. During the war, the crew was 7, but luckily there is less call for defensive air gunners and bomb aimers nowadays. Over 7,000 Lancasters were built, but only 2 remain flying in the world. The RAF is lucky enough to have one of them. Today, the flight has 6 Spitfires, 2 Hurricanes, a Dakota, Lancaster, plus 2 Chipmunks that the fighter pilots use for training. As you can imagine, our small cadre of dedicated engineers is kept very busy, looking after 5 different aircraft types and several different marks. These World War II aircraft are preserved in flying condition as a living tribute to those who served the country. And ladies and gentlemen, that was the bomber break. As you can imagine, there are many people tirelessly working behind the scenes to make all of this happen. Our main support at air shows comes from the public relations team that volunteer in their own time to speak about the aircraft and pass on our history to everyone here today.